What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna react to Plaqueboy Max's fans are trying to ruin his career. This is an Omizi video. I think he's cool and everything. I don't really watch his stream, so I don't know what's going on. So we're just about to find out. Let's get into it.
I don't know if y'all remember the first day how we took the flick. I guess I don't know if it's off the flick. I don't know if niggas was just watching the
Everybody
stream.
cutting their dreads.
Niggas started calling the house doing weird shit, and now the Airbnb owners found out. You feel me? It's threatening to call people, law enforcement, to get us out of here, threatening to kick us out of here. I've had 2 fried Airbnb accounts already just off of doing this shit. And it's like if I lose this one, I can't never do nothing ever again. So I can't lose this one. But that's what's happening. If this bad review or whatever I get booted out, this one is probably Chef Boy RD. So yeah.
Well, you could just use somebody else's account, right? Like he could just have his friend make one and then buy the shit off that. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I've been in one Airbnb.
It's amazing how other people can literally ruin your success in your career. Max has launched his 5-star house series where he's invited a ton of guests, the YNs, rappers, and other content creators to the house to create a plethora of content, be themselves in different places. The reason why he's done it in this fashion, this Airbnb fashion, is it has allowed him to be more flexible and meet people where they are so he can have as many and the best collaborations as possible. Now, there's a lot of risks involved, but Max has been pumping out great content. The only reason he's been able to do that is because the guests that he's been able to obtain and the Airbnbs that he's been able to rent. Airbnb has a lot of restrictions, but they do have a lot of flexibility as well, especially if you don't just, do dumb shit and respect the house. Like when he says, don't smoke, because not only does it come with some sort of ramifications or repercussions financially to Plaqueboy Max.
Yo, just to clarify for anyone that end up seeing this or want to come on future streams or like any artists, y'all are of course welcome to smoke outside. You just can't smoke inside in a B&B where they might charge me, because I've been charged before $5,000 to $10,000 or whatever more in fees for damages because of smoking.
But Airbnb is also a credit system. Like it works on your past behaviors to build a reputation for you. And if you get a bad rep and a bad name in these Airbnbs, yeah, the owners are going to ultimately cook you. And it's crazy because a lot of the times it's not necessarily Plaqueboy Max doing the specific thing. Hell, come to think of it, it's never Plaqueboy Max. It's either the damn audience or it's damn guests.
There's been some.
What do the audience do?
I think we just starting to really get too big for some stuff. But a nigga had called the Airbnb trying to get us out of here. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Airbnb host they on hots. Mind you, we didn't do shit in it. Now y'all know the first 5-star house we was wilding out compared to what happened yesterday. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Right now we're good, but let's just pray for the best.
Think about how weird you have to be as a person to literally guesstimate and look and study Plaqueboy Max's stream, find the Airbnb
That is some
saying,
crazy
and
stuff.
contact the owner and either make up lies or point them in the direction as to
Is this supposed to be him?
that's going on within their house. I already know they texted him like Randall from Recess saying, "Ooh, I bet you didn't know what was going on in your house. You probably need to check in on it. Here's a link below." That's so weird. Airbnb hosts are already nosy as hell anyway. I can remember times booking Airbnbs for AMP where they literally use that Ring camera as some sort of extortionary tactic because they didn't realize how many people were gonna come in and out the house. We hadn't done anything, but the host literally would send us screenshots of people walking in and out of the house saying, "Hey, I'm gonna have to start charging you per person." The sad thing was, I think I put it all in my mom's name at that point in time. Like, I know her Airbnb account is cooked. Not too long ago, Plaqueboy Max had 2 Midwest artists, Chicken P and the Hood Hot Princess Sexy Red, on his platform. And they were just another example of having the wrong people come into your environment. And
Texas Pete, bitch. I got hot sauce in my room. That's some ghetto ass shit. Anyways.
Actually mess up everything that you got going on and have built.
Nah, right outside though, right outside. It's a B&B. I can't even. The bathroom is going through to the hallway to the right. It's not the first door, it's the second.
Now I wish it.
I'm not trying to. You feel me? I don't wanna ruffle any feathers. But we gotta look at the audience in which we are inviting. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some things are like kind of expected, or never mind. I'm not shocked that something would go wrong with a specific crowd is what I'm saying. You know, and I saw a clip of Sexy Red. I think she was smoking in there before. Um, I think she stopped, but she was smoking even like after he said something and then like put it out or whatever. And then that dude, I guess is Chicken Pete or Chick Pete or oh, whatever. And he was either high or drunk because he was acting up. But I think, like I said, we just have to analyze, you know, the people in which, anyways.
Just stopped at the smoking request because honestly, I'm paying the $5,000 to $10,000 for Sexy Red. I ain't gonna lie, I got a big heart for that woman. But not only were they requesting to smoke and then making fun of Max for having some sort of boundary in his life because he doesn't want the Airbnbs to get messed up, they also went on and did some of the craziest shit that could have got Max potentially banned from his platform.
That's my young nigga. That's my young nigga.
Oh yeah, chill. Yeah.
My bad.
You good.
It was just a prank.
What'd she do? She was just shaking her
I
things.
can't even defend her. I don't even think that word is in Sexy Red's like normal vocabulary, but it is so funny how it just seems like when people are streaming, people tend to just slip up and say the most
Wait, what did she
outrageous
say?
things
I'm lost.
on Twitch that is literally TOS. Now, ultimately, it is your platform and your stream. You're charged with the responsibility of holding whoever comes onto your platform accountable for whatever you do. And the reason why you want to bring on guests is because you want to grow and help
Well,
to change.
I just thought about it. Didn't Kai have a Sexy Red? Were they doing all of that? Well, I mean, I reacted to something where apparently she was doing a line in the camera view, and I mean, people were debating like, oh, she was. I don't know how they tried to excuse what was happening or like make an excuse like, oh no, that's what it not what it was. Like if your fave do like, you feel me, Coca-Cola, like it is what it is. That's unfortunate, but we don't have to lie.
Case maybe you want to become a brighter star. But it's so funny to me how all these entertainers, how all these people literally seemingly have no respect for your platform when they do come onto your platform. I don't understand why rappers, entertainers, you know, celebrities, whatever, take content creators so unseriously to the point where they're asking them to do different things outside of their job scope that they normally wouldn't do. Hell, there was even one point in time where Chicken P had asked Plaqueboy Max to take his chat off stream because he didn't like what he was saying. As if you would do that for any other, you know, major production. You wouldn't ask a live audience to
Is that?
leave if you were on, I don't know, Regis and Kelly.
Let's y'all wanna check out some music from Chicken Texas Pete?
I'm like Wolverine, beast mode, talking to my dog, them through a screen. This little bitch declining on my cars when they let it ring. It's cool though, chillin', getting rich, I'm still watching how I move up. Work on the plane for these bows, nigga, they flying up to me. Niggas round this bitch hating like hoes, I can sign them to me. My nigga, I'm just venting.
I just said them two right there, just turn them off.
Not for what though?
It's cool. We ain't even play the beat. I'ma tell you the same way. They just playing.
Yeah,
crap.
I'm not gonna lie, he high. I don't know if he high or drunk, but mofos that are intoxicated get overly touchy and it's so irritating. Like, get the fuck off me.
Them.
Nah, it's the chat. Like it's the
Fuck the chat.
This is my chat.
Then don't look
And
at
in
it.
no other situation would you routinely disrespect hosts or people that are, you know, having you onto their platform. When Casanat had Sexy Red on his platform, it turned into this awkward and disturbing moment where Sexy Red was having her friend twerk on Kai Cenat or her homeboy was
Trying
just
to,
being
because he
unserious around her, and it
moved
made
away.
everybody not only in the room uncomfortable, but it made us at home watching uncomfortable as hell.
I wouldn't even joke like that.
Damn, man. Fuck my red house. Fuck my C.
On Twitch.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
see, everyone
Let me go, Nick.
I'm the same way. Nah, y'all doing too much.
Y'all seen, does everything make sense now? Nigga, I was literally like dodging all the, nigga, like I didn't do shit the whole 30 days. Nigga, I made sure I was on point, nigga. Even with this, nigga. Nigga, you see my ass backing up in that motherfucker. I know you seen that shit, chat. I'm backing up like these.
I'd probably say that that was the tamest thing that Sexy Red did on that platform because allegedly she also snorted a line of cocaine
What'd I
into
say?
her nose. Like,
Exactly. And motherfuckers was trying to make that not what it was. It was what it was, okay? She needed something, I guess. Like she got electrocuted. That's what she needed. She needed. So it is what it is. Y'all don't gotta lie. Don't lie. Motherfuckers talking about she blowing her nose. Rewind the footage.
Never go onto any BT platform. You would never go to Hot 97. You would never go to
BET.
anybody else's major platform and do that same exact thing. But why is it that when these entertainers, celebrities, or whoever seemingly get onto these streamers platform, do they literally lose their shit? They
I
lose
feel like
their
they
mind
think
and
they
do
can do
things that are
more.
out of the ordinary. I'm sure that there's some conversation beforehand, and I don't want to make this like a sexy red bash piece because we've seen it happen with other rappers going on other streams before. But why is it that even after the conversation, or hell, even without a conversation, their mental lobe, their brain meat doesn't kick in and say, ooh, you know what? I probably should not be doing that said thing on this platform. I probably should not be, I don't know, smoking in a B&B after somebody tells me not to, or hell, even requesting it, or hell, just going outside. I probably should just respect people's careers, respect people's platforms, respect them as a whole. Because if I do something crazy, it doesn't necessarily just affect me, it also affects whose platform I'm on. Not only is there a huge financial cost that comes into this because they're not going into small B&Bs. These aren't small houses that they're in. Hell, one of the B&Bs that Plaqueboy Max was in ended up being Juice WRLD's old house. But also for some reason, these guests or viewers and onlookers don't respect content creators enough to just leave them alone and let them create content. Swatting calls used to be a massive thing that happened for streamers. It seemed like every other day somebody was getting swatted. But now we've come into the age where people are going above and beyond to disrespect these people, like breaking into their houses.
I ain't gonna lie, somebody broke into the crib, bro. I'm sleeping in my room. I hear Kyle. I wake up and I'm like, yo, don't even sound like he's streaming. It sound like he's screaming at somebody. It sound different. It's early, bro. It's 8:30 in the morning. When I get downstairs, I'm looking for the bros, but the bros is not there, bro. I see this one random guy. I ain't had to hear too much. Yo, I don't know who the Mac. Cameraman Chris, we gotta give him his flowers. He was there. Same shit. Boom, boom. Like he drops like behind me. To catch a punch from two fat niggas, you gotta be on some shit, bro. When he gets up and shit, he picks up his pants. I bet.
Bro was tweaked. This nigga was tweaked. Oh no. Okay, see, that's the thing. It's that shit. See also what Sexy was doing? And mofos be having super strength. It's like you're dealing with the Hulk now. It's really kind of crazy. Get into him like, have y'all seen that movie Split? And he has the beast as one of his personalities. That's what you fight in when a mofo do something like that, okay? That shit's rough.
Mac. Cameraman Chris, we gotta give him his flowers. He was there. Same shit. Boom, boom. Like he drops like behind me. To catch a punch from two fat niggas, you gotta be on some shit, bro. When he gets up and shit, he picks up his pants. I bet. I'm like, this little nigga got hot. Punches Chris in the face. Boom. I said, nah, it's lit. About to do this and that. Let me go get the chair. Bam. Why you here? Bam. Bam. What the fuck are you doing? Then he's dead ass punching his back, but saying like, let's go play ball though. Let's go play ball. I'm like,
Wait,
this
whoa.
is crazy, bro.
I know that might seem like an extreme example, but not only could that little boy have gotten hurt who broke into the house, but why also then risk the lives and well-being of these other guys just to play ball with them? If you care for them, love them, and respect
My
them like you
thing
do.
is, how did he get in? Y'all don't have security. Different shifts. I would have mofos out that house like I was the president. What? I have mofos at every entrance. Fuck.
You do as a fan, why put their lives in jeopardy like that? That's a good thing the rappers haven't gotten to any sort of conflict or confrontation like that. They've just been, I don't know, crazy enough to throw chairs in houses and break walls.
This gonna work.
Yeah, because this is a little.
Whoa,
My bad, Trey.
Wait, you put a hole in my wall.
You rich. You can fix it.
But what I would hate to have to happen is that these content
That's what I'm
creators,
saying. Was anyone surprised that that was her behavior? Like, we have to analyze the risk. Okay? Treat it like a business decision or whatever. Analyze the risk and the possibilities of having this type of person on your stream. I didn't say discriminate, but I'm just saying analyze the risk. Maybe put some extra things in place. Maybe have, I don't know, your manager or somebody there that can kind of be more stern so it don't seem like you're the one that has to be all like, oh, no smoking. Maybe your manager is like, hey, no smoking. You know what I'm saying?
to be more selective, because not only does it hurt their content, but it hurts the viewing experience as well. Especially when you have rappers like Fabio Foreign or Little TJ straight up disrespecting Plaqueboy Max after he repeatedly told them not to smoke in the B&B, not to disrespect his place in space. Literally, he was trying to help them and put them on to a greater path, a new different path, reintroduce them into the limelight. But instead, they were met with nothing but disrespect and a bunch of things that could have cost Plaqueboy Max not only his platform, but his livelihood as well. I don't even think that this is some byproduct of just like cocky people. Entertainers and athletes and all this stuff have to be cocky people. We've seen people like Will Smith go on stream. Hell, even Wiz Khalifa recently went on Plaqueboy Max's stream, and it was a very humble experience.
All right, so I did the stream with Plaqueboy Max last night. It turned out really good, man. It was super duper fun. It was a positive experience. It was fun to be able to create with
Okay,
the
so
young.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying like, oh, like rappers, yeah, like that's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying analyze all of the things that, everything, okay? Will Smith, Family Guy, dope guy. Wiz Khalifa, just an overall chill person. Even some of Kai guests, Glorilla, um, um, Denzel Curry, streams going fine. Then Kodak Black comes up, and now it's a whole bunch of controversy. So just, considering those things, I think it's really important when you're doing something like this, especially because you're live. So if somebody does something and you get banned, you really can't do nothing. Like I'm doing YouTube right now. If something happens that's embarrassing or weird, I can edit it out. I just think that's very important. Very, very important.
And to be in a studio that I never
Analyzing
recorded
typical
in, on equipment that I
behavior.
never recorded
If
on,
somebody is
and just
defiant all the time, like if you just see them just popular for just not following the rules or negligent, deviant behavior, probably not gonna be the best experience, to be real. But
able to just
if
create
y'all
right on the
get like
spot.
in
It
a
was like a
disagreement,
challenge, but it was fun. It was something that I'm always gonna remember. Thank you to Plaqueboy Max and his whole community, the FaZe clan.
So I know it can be done, and maybe these are just the adult heads coming into the room and knowing, hey, if I go to a guest's house, I don't put my feet on the couch and just straight up disrespect it. But I feel like there's a
nah,
relationship that
it's
can
just
help
it's
both.
different people because I feel like there's been younger people that have been on stream that have just held themselves to a certain standard and been morally, just like positive. Yeah, so I think that's what it comes down to is just how you choose to handle yourself.
And the rapper, the athlete and the content creator, whoever the case may be. We've seen positive, non-ego, non-cocky streams before. Neon is going on a generational run, having a bunch of people on his streams and they're not being disrespectful. I don't know why these
Was that Big Sean? Big Sean was on Neon's stream. Okay.
last guests keep disrespecting them. And I hope that people are more selective going into the future, especially because they can literally make somebody's future by being on one of their streams.
Honestly,
Shut up. Okay. Like I said, I feel like it is like a vetting process. Like you literally have to, even though something might make a lot of streams or give you a lot of attention, maybe like I said, just analyze the risk, the pros and the cons. Okay. If it's going to be too much risk, maybe you shouldn't, engage because the biggest question is this appearance worth your whole platform? Worth getting banned? If the answer is no, even getting banned from Airbnb, if it's no, then maybe there should be some other steps taken in that. Bro, my camera been anyways, y'all tell me what you think. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see y'all in the next one.